What's up guys? Today I'm going to be testing out a bunch of new makeup. First thing I'm going to be trying is the face glue from NYX. I know I'm kind of late trying this primer, but we're here. As you all know, Milk Hydro Grip has me in a chokehold and that will forever be my favorite primer. So it'll be fun seeing this one. I think it's kind of funny that it does squirt out like Elmer's glue. My face feels pretty grippy. I don't have a new foundation to test, so we're just going to go in with my trusty dusty L'Oreal Infallible. For concealer, I actually have this new Morphe Under Eye Correcting Concealer. This is in the shade Wake Up Artist. And this is what my under eyes look like before we put it on. Hopefully it's not too peachy. And I'm just going to kind of place it where I need the eye bags corrected. I definitely think it brightened my under eye for sure. But obviously this is with it not blended. This is with it blended out. For blush, I do have this new blush. It is from Polite Society. It is their new Polite Pops, and this is in the shade Miami. And it's supposed to feel kind of powdery like when you put it on. So let's see how it blends out. Oh wow. That's pretty nice. Definitely build it up if you wanted a super high blush, but then you could definitely tone it back down if you feel like you put too much. I like how this blush is looking so far. I would like to see how it looks when I set the rest of the face. For powder, I actually have a new powder to test out. This is the About Face, the Curtain Call Set and Smooth Loose Powder. It does have a sifter, which is nice. However, I understand the packaging is to keep it airtight, but I'm not a big fan of this. I like a flat top on the top for some powder. It's a really nice powder. I will say that. I do think I will crease regardless, so that's not their fault. I think that's just my eye bags. I like how it kind of smoothed out my texture here. I do like how it set my face and overall blurred out my pores. I'll definitely have to do like an 8-hour wear test with this. For the eye look, I have this new Wet n Wild Chameleon eye foil. It is very duochromy. I think before I lay it down though, I want to add some black eyeshadow to my eyelid. Okay, this is giving me some flashbacks. These kind of remind me of the Danessa Myrick little duo flakes. The packaging says you can either apply with your finger or apply with a brush. I think we're gonna do the finger. Oh my god. Wow. That is actually really pretty. In the lighting that I'm in, it is more purple, but I bet if I was to go outside during the day, it would really show the duochrome. It does say on the packaging to not discard the little vacuum seal thing, so we're just gonna put that back on. For highlighter, I have these two new Wet n Wild Chameleon highlighters. These are so freaking stunning. I wore this one the other day and it was really pretty. I don't remember which one this is called because the sticker has the name, and for some reason the back doesn't. So this blue one is called Venus Swing. Here's the difference between the two with it open. This one is definitely more of a green shift and this one is definitely more of a blue shift. For today, I think I'm gonna go in with Venus. Oh! No! Well, I guess I won't be going in with Venus Swing. All over my leg, which is actually kind of pretty, and all over my floor. That's all that I could pick up. A little disappointed because I wanted to try that one. I'll have to smash it back together and see if I can save it. So we'll be going in with this one for you guys. I can go buy another one and hopefully my Walmart still has it. This one's really pretty. I already know that I like this one. So as you guys can see, it is very, very glittery for a highlighter, and that is up my alley. I am stuck in 2016 with the super glittery blinding highlighter, and I like that you can get this for less than $5 as well. Wet n Wild is bringing the game with this collection. Damn, I'm still in shock over this. For lips, I actually have 3 different things that don't go together at all. So this will be me trying to choose what I should use. We have the Morphe Makeup Talk liner, which I've never tried before, but apparently it's a viral lip liner. The new NYX Lip IV Hydrating Gloss Serum, and this is in the shade Grape Gushin. And then I noticed Juvia's Place had a black liquid lipstick, and I have not tried Juvia's Place liquid lipsticks at all. I could use the Makeup Talk to line my lips just a little bit. That is a pretty lip liner color. It is definitely more of a nude. And honestly, I feel like you could wear this on its own with some gloss. However, that's not the vibe for today's look, so we're gonna go in with a black lip liner. This is the Makeup Forever Whatever Black. I will say I'm not sure about this applicator. This applicator seems pretty big for this lipstick tube, but who knows? That is pretty opaque. I'd say this dried down really good and it is really comfortable to wear. Lips are doing that weird thing where the inside won't keep lipstick on. I'm interested to see how it would last all day with wearing it. I think we're just gonna go ahead and put this Grape Gushin hydrating gloss on top. It is kind of like the perfect gloss if you don't have any black gloss to put on top of a black lipstick. This would be really pretty on its own as well. Like, you wouldn't have to just put it on top of black or any dark lipstick. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. I will say my favorite product from today is the highlighter, even though the other one broke. And I do really like this eye foil because you can't beat the price for this type of pigment and glitter. I will say it is of course an eye foil and your eyelids move unfortunately and you're going to blink a lot, so they are going to crack a little bit. But if anyone's looking at your eyelids that close, they need to mind their own business. I do really like the primer so far as well. I do feel like it gave me a hydrating feel but also gripped my makeup on. For the concealer, I actually really like it. It did brighten my under eye and it didn't make it seem like it was too pink. I am very fair, so I'm afraid of using color correcting concealers. I do want to say the Polite Society balm is actually really nice. It is a balm to powder formula, which is really nice because that means it sets and you don't have to necessarily put a powder on top to set it. And blush is usually the first thing to go. I like that it's been staying on this entire time. The About Face powder is actually really nice. It blurred my skin. I don't know what else you could ask for in a setting powder. It set my makeup, it set my under eyes. It's really nice. It feels buttery smooth. I do think I need to use it a couple more times to develop a final thought on it, but I will say it is really nice. The packaging is nice for what you pay for. The Juvia's Place lipstick is actually really nice. It dries down really matte, especially if you don't put a gloss on top like I did today. I definitely think it would be cool to see wearing it through the day, eating and all that. Lastly is the NYX Lip IV gloss. This is actually a really comfortable gloss. I'm not a big gloss girl. I mean, I used to be when I was little. This is really nice. It doesn't feel super sticky. It actually feels hydrating. It actually feels like it's doing something to my lips rather than just sitting on top of it. Tell me what you guys think of all these products, if you've tried them, if you haven't tried them, or if there's one that you actually want to try after seeing this video.